Hello everyone, today let's solve the problem number 107, greatest common divisor of the strings, right? So GCD of the strings. So what is the question states here? Given we have been given two strings str1 and str2, string 1 and string 2, see here, right? So which consists of the basically string, right? Character by character, that makes the string, so str1 and str2, right? So we have been given strings str1 and str2. We have to find the largest string x, right? So we have to find the largest string x such that x can be concatenated some number of times to form both str1 and str2. So this is the criteria, meaning so we have to find the largest string x such that x can be concatenated some number of times to form both str1 and str2. So if no such string exists, then we have to return empty string. Then we have to return what we need to return, empty string, right? So this is simple, I believe. So this we have str1 abc and str2 abc. So first the smallest string is here abc, and let's see whether abc is present in the str1. Yes, so this is the largest string x such that x can be concatenated some number of times to form both str1 and str2, right? So we will be considering as abc in the, this is basically common in str1 and str2, right? So this is fine. So basically we have to find the common, right? So this is fine. str1 we have been given ab ab ab, so str2 we have been given ab ab, so the common one here is ab. Right, so this is fine. So the third one here is we have leet, and the str2 we have code, which is completely different, right? So leet and code, which is completely different, right? So in that case, in the question they have strictly mentioned if no such string exists, then we have to return empty string. So we have to go with the empty string here. Simple, right? So this is fine, man. Example 1, example 2 and example 3, all the examples they have given. They have given us wonderful examples just for the sake of understanding, right? So I hope the question part is completely clear, right? So let's do one thing. Let's quickly discuss the this one. What do we call approach, basically? So this is basically related to the math or the geometry, right? So we'll be solving this one. So we'll be solving this one. This is basically a math, a simple math. Basically, we'll be going with the GCD, basically, right? So first thing is here, we know this one. So let's discuss the approach. Let's consider this first example itself, right? So we know that a string x divides another string if repeating x forms the string, right? So again, just listen to this carefully. A string x divides another string if repeating x forms the string, right? For the first string, so we have to consider abc abc, and for the second string we'll be going with the abc, right? So we have to check if str1 plus str2 equals str2 plus str1, right? So here this one abc abc plus abc will lead to this one thrice abc abc abc, right? So this will lead to abc abc, this one, and the final one is abc, right? So this is also fine, man. And so this one is str1 plus str2 equivalent to the str2 plus str1, right? So now we have to go with str2 plus str1. So this one will be abc plus this one, abc plus abc abc, right? So again that will lead to same thing here, right? So that will lead to same thing as well, abc abc abc. So this is correct, they are equal. So a common divisor exists here in this case, right? So the length of the GSD string is the GSD of the lengths of str1 and str2. So here in this case we have GCD of this one consists of the how many characters, 6 basically, right? And the string 2 consists of how many characters, 3 characters here. So GCD of 6, 3, the greatest common divisor here is 3 basically, right? So GCD of 6, 3 is 3, and the largest common divisor string is the prefix of the length abc, prefix of the length abc, right? So this one will be considering this one abc, right? So this part of abc, right? So we will return abc as the output basically. So we will be returning abc as the output, right? So the output that we got here is abc, which is equivalent to the output that they have mentioned for the example 1 within the question, right? So this is fine. So our approach works absolutely correct on this yeah, our approach works absolutely correct here, right? So as we are completely familiar with the approach, let's quickly discuss the complexities part. So what will be the time complexity here? So the time complexity would be because of n plus m, right? So the time complexity would be because of n plus m because of the concatenation. So we'll be going with the concatenation check that takes linear time and the combined string lengths, right? So overall time complexity would lead to because of n plus m. This is basically easy one, I believe, right? So yeah, what will be the space complexity here? Space complexity would be because n plus m as well. It's been many months or days I have not solved the easy, basically go with the medium or the hard ones, right? So this is fine, it feels good to solve the easy problems. So the space complexity would be because of n plus m. So why this is n plus m here? Due to the temporary concatenated string. So the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we'll be writing in the future would be because of n plus m and because of n plus m respectively, right? So as we are completely familiar with the approach and the complexities, we are good to write the code. Let's start writing the code, right? So what will be the time complexity? How can we start writing the code? First thing is let's go with the base case here. So we have to check if the concatenating string 1 plus string 2 equals string 2 plus string 1, right? So if it is not, then we'll be going with no common divisor exists, right? So I'll just go with the simple if condition. If not of str1 plus str2, this one dot equals here, so this one str2 plus str1, this is fine. Then I'll just go with a return this one, right? Empty string. So this is fine, man. Now let's go with the second step. So we have to compute the GCD of the lengths of str1 and str2, right? So I'll just go with the end GCD length. So this one, let me go with GCD of this one. What do we call? So for this one, we have to write the helper method first, right? To calculate the GCD. I haven't written that one at all. So first let's write the helper method and then we make use of the GCD helper method here. So this is nothing but we'll be going with the Euclidean algorithm to compute the GCD, right? So this one is private and GCD. This one, let's go with the parameters a and b here. This is fine. So within this, while b is not equal to 0, then what we will do, let me go with temp equals b. So we have we are going with temp equals b, b equals a modulo b, and this is nothing but the remainder, and let's assign the a to temp, right? So this is fine. Finally we have to return a. So let me go with returning a. This is fine, man. We are done with the GCD part, right? So let's do one thing. Let's continue with the second step here. So this one will be int GCD length equals GCD of str1, this one, right? str1 dot length. So this one is fine. Yeah, this one is fine. Next let's go with the str2 dot length. This is also fine, man, right? So this is fine. Now let's do one thing. Let's move on with the step 3. So we have to return the prefix of str1 with the length that is equivalent to the GCD. So I'll just go with return str1 dot substring. So this is fine, 0 comma GCD length. So this one will be 0 comma GCD length. This is fine, man. So we are done with the coding part, right? So this is the simple thing. So we have implemented the same thing that we have discussed in the approach, right? So I'll hit the run button. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, sample test cases are getting passed, right? So let me hit the submit button. So I can clearly see here all the test cases are getting passed, means the code works absolutely correct here in this case, right? So I hope the solution part is completely clear along with the approach and the complexities. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.